Hello Petersham kids, welcome to Kids Connect. We are so excited that you are able to join us today for Kids Connect. Petersham Kids is an amazing kids program filled with lots of fun and amazing God moments. I can't wait for you to see what we have planned for you today, so let's jump into it.
Hi Petersham kids, we're excited that you're with us this week. Why don't you stand to your feet as we sing a song of praise.
Waking up knowing there's a reason. All my dreams come alive. Life is a living with you. I made my decision. You lift me up, fill my eyes with wonder. Forever young in your love, this freedom's untainted. With you, no moment is wasted. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. This is living now. This is living now. You lead the way, that you're right beside me. In your love I'm complete, freedom's untainted. With you, this life you created, I choose. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. This is living now. This is living now. You take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and more. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turn to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. This is living now. This is living now. Take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and more.
Hey Petersham kids, I'm Peter, one of the kids leaders. Today we're going to be looking at Healthy Head, Healthy Heart Part 2. Do you know what this is? No, it's not a moustache. It's a ball of wool. I wonder what we'll be using this for today. Let's find out.
Hey kids! Well, today we have a pretty special guest. We have Lucy here today. What are you going to show us here today, Lucy?
Hi, I'm Lucy. I've recently turned 11 and I'm going to teach you how to crochet.
That's really cool. So you've got a few things that you've already made. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Well, when you're crocheting, you can do like different types of stitches. So I've made a purse pencil case thing, except it's not lined, so it's like you good for putting like your hooks and your woolen storage.
That's really cool. So you just made that with a bit of wool and just this hook?
And some scissors.
And some scissors too. Well, do you think you can show me how to do something? I haven't really crocheted before, so you might have to have a little bit of patience with me.
Okay, so I think we're going to make a bracelet today using
Cool.
a method called chaining. I
Yep.
think it's super easy. All you'll need is some wool,
Yeah.
a hook,
Cool.
and some scissors. Now,
Okay.
when you're cutting off your ends, make sure you have an adult with you so you don't cut yourself. So to start, we're going to make a slip knot.
A slip knot, okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the loose end of your yarn and you're gonna cross it over to make like an X,
Yep.
And then you're going to grab the end of your yarn that's still attached to your ball
Yeah.
and put it over your finger.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then you're going to pull the hook, the loop that's closest to your knuckle over,
Over your finger.
and so you have a knot. But it will be good if you keep it on your finger.
Yeah, okay.
And then you're going to insert your hook into
In
the gap,
loop, okay.
and to pull tight, you're going to grab the loose end of your yarn again and pull it tight. If you want it
Okay.
looser, you can pull on the loose end.
Cool. So we've got the first little loop there. What's the next step?
So now we're going to hold our yarn. So
Okay.
we're going to wrap the wool around your pinky finger,
Yeah.
and then you're going to wrap it around your index finger. Just like that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you're going to hold the loose end of your yarn with your middle finger and your thumb.
Okay.
And now you're ready to start. So
Okay, cool.
we're going to make a bracelet. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain. We can chain as many chains as we like. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook
Around, yeah.
and pull it through the little loop that's at the bottom. Now, you don't want to hold it too tight because then it will be hard for the yarn to get through.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna grab your yarn and you're gonna pull it through.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm as graceful as you are, but I think I can get there. But that's really cool. So
Yeah.
we've got a few hooks. So who's this bracelet going to be for, Lucy? Who are you making it for?
I think I'll make it for my little sister.
Ah, that's really nice. Well, you know, something that's pretty cool about crocheting like this is, well, something I think we can learn from it. So you start off with, I guess, this really loose piece of wool that if I chuck it up in the air, it might become loose and go out and what yeah, exactly. And what happens is when you start doing this and adding loops and adding connections, you end up being able to make something that's really strong and sturdy, and you know, something where if it gets pulled or stretched or things happen, it still stays really sturdy, unlike the loose wool. And it's pretty cool how something like the Holy Spirit can connect us. You know, there's our friends in our lives, our family, people at church. These things can all connect us, and through that strong connection, we can make something really strong that when, you know, bad things can happen in life, we still have a really sturdy connection with people that will help us stay strong and stay together. How are you going with your bracelet? You've already finished.
Yeah, I think this bracelet is a bit small for my wrist, but I'm sure it will fit my sister.
That's really cool. Do you want to show everyone your bracelet?
Yes.
That is you're much quicker than me. I got a few loops in. But this has been amazing. Thank you for teaching me how to crochet. We do have a memory verse, so let's see. This one is from John chapter 14, verse 16, and it says, "And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever." Isn't that cool? So just like how we can stay connected, the Holy Spirit, the advocate that God sends to us, can also keep us connected and bring us together, just like this crochet work. Well, let's see what we have in store for the rest of the episode. Thanks, Lucy.
You're welcome.
How cool is the bracelet Lucy made with the wool? Isn't it amazing that when they're all connected, it can make something so awesome? We're about to have our Bible story now. Let's jump right into it.
Luke 19 verses 1 to 10. There was once a man called Zacchaeus who lived in a town called Jericho. He was very small and very selfish. His job was to collect money from people from the government, but Zacchaeus took more money than he should. If the people got angry with him, he said he would put them in jail. This made the people very frightened and very cross with Zacchaeus, and he did not have many friends. He was very lonely. One day, everyone in the town was very excited because Jesus was coming to visit. All the people stood by the road waiting for him. Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus too, but he was so small he couldn't see anything. Suddenly, he had an idea. He would climb a big tree at the end of the road. It was sitting in the branches and looking down on everyone. Then the most amazing thing happened. Jesus stopped and looked up at Zacchaeus. "Zacchaeus," he said, "I want to come to your house for a meal." Zacchaeus jumped down at once and quickly showed Jesus the way to his house. Some of the people were very angry. Why was Jesus being kind to Zacchaeus? Didn't he know how horrible he was? When Jesus went into his house, Zacchaeus jumped up and down with joy. No one had ever wanted to eat with him or even talk to him before, but Jesus was so kind and caring and so forgiving. "Today," Zacchaeus said, "I will change. I will pay back all the money I have stolen, and I will never steal again." Wasn't that an amazing Bible story about Zacchaeus? Well, I have two main points for you to take away from this episode. Number one, the Holy Spirit is our comforter. With the story about Zacchaeus, he was feeling really lonely and really sad because he didn't have any friends or family around him. But Jesus noticed him and invited him into his home and welcomed him with open arms. Number two, it is great to be connected. So just like the crochet where Lucy was able to teach Laurie about how to make the squares and the connections between the string. Well, with that, that's like connections in our daily lives. It's great to have a community of people, of friends and family around us to support us and help us through those really tough times. So maybe there's someone this week, maybe at school, in the playground, that you could approach that's maybe feeling a little bit lonely, and you can help them feel happy and have joy.
Thank you, Petersham Kids, for joining us today for Kids Connect. Now, parents, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, Kids Connect. And if you want to see what the rest of the church is up to, please subscribe to Petersham Online. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Have a great day.